Welcome back to another episode of Preview Review. With me is my good friend Kev. Kev, how are we, buddy? How we doing?
Ooh, so good, James. I hope you're doing well as well. I'm excited. The preview review train just keeps right on rolling. Our new, at least one of my, I shouldn't call it new, but favorite series of mine here to do for the dweebs.
You've been killing it. You've been killing it here recently. A lot of solo ones, but not this time, Kev. We're back together. The dynamic duo is back, not live. We're always live together. Not always pre-recorded stuff. But we got one today where we're like, we both want to watch it. Want to watch this one together. We've got the Squid Game Season 2 official trailer. I really enjoyed Season 1. Excited for Season 2.
I really enjoyed Season 1. Was not excited for Season 2 because I didn't think
it's necessary.
Yeah, 100%.
Words right out of your mouth. I don't think it's necessary.
100% what James said. I thought it was a story that was done, didn't need to be told. However, if it's your first time here, go check our last Squid Game preview review for Season 2. It was a short little opening teaser trailer, and that thing was so damn good that it brought me back. I was Captain Who Gives a Hoot, since we're only about a minute and a half in here. Shout out to YouTube. Going into that one, but I am now interested in the show again. Again, a show that I did not want to watch at all. So let's see. This trailer's got a lot to live up to. Hopefully it doesn't let us down.
I agree. I have not seen anything on this. Same though, I was like, didn't seem necessary for Season 2 after the way the story ended in Season 1. But the trailer did get me excited. So we'll see. Maybe they figured it out. Who knows? It's got our boy in it. He needs a redemption arc after the junk that he played in the summer, the Star Wars crap, also known as the crap light. Well, here we go. Squid Game Season 2 official trailer preview review. Brought to you by dDweeb.
Smile.
Our boy's back.
이 자리에 오신 여러분을 진심으로 환영합니다. 여러분들은 매 게임이 끝날 때마다 투표를 통해 그때까지 적립된 상금을 가지고 이곳을 나가실 수 있습니다.
저건 뭐야?
Oh God! It's back.
뭐야?
너한테 벌이 안 줬어.
Well,
다 움직였어.
she dead. She gone.
더 큰 상금을 위해 게임을 계속할지 아니면 여기서 중단할지는 전적으로 여러분 결정에 달려 있습니다.
지금 이러면 안 됩니다. 지금 당장 여기서 나가야 됩니다.
당신 뭐야?
What?
여기 관계자야? 해놨어요. 이러다 정말 다 죽어요.
그런 놈이 여기를 왜 다시 기어들어와? 한 판 더!
Thank you.
Yeah, at least
Somebody said it. Good work on the soundtrack. Okay.
At least they acknowledge that. Why are you back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
it. Yeah, it's yeah. We'll see what his reasoning is. If he has a reason that we can make sense of, then I will agree on that. One of my I guess pet peeves sometimes in writing is when you make a character do a dumb thing and then you just have another character call out that it's stupid. To me, it could be worse, James, because then it's like, okay, so we all know this is stupid. Even you, Mr. and Mrs. Writer. So why is it here? Because like just having another character come in and point out that it's stupid doesn't make it any less stupid.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's like you want your points for like, yeah, I get it. But in a situation like this where I'm sure a studio greenlit a sequel, there was a demand for the sequel, and the main character is such a big deal, I am going to give them the grace, James, that I normally wouldn't. Normally, I would be
Curmudgeon Kev's
against
not out
you.
today.
Yeah, normally I would be against you on this one and say, no, that makes it worse that they called it out. But understanding that they had to bring this character back somehow, I get the position they were put in. I still find it very goofy that this character. I hope they find a good reason to explain why he would leave. The whole motivation for those, I try not to stay on my soapbox for too long, but the whole motivation in season 1 was related to his child, right? Like he wanted to go get home to see his child. And then at the end, he's just like, no, you know what? The lives of a few hundred strangers are actually way more important. I went through hell and almost died. Again, spoiler alert. And now I can finally go see my daughter. But no, they're still playing the game. So I'm just going to go back. It just doesn't make any sense to me why he would do it.
Yep. I agree. I don't understand why he would go back. Unless he's trying to expose the corporation, that's why he's there. But that's still a stretch to me. We'll see.
Quite a character arc he has had, that is for sure.
Yeah. I love the smile there. Paul just might have been a little choppy. There he is. There's our boy. Back.
Love that smile.
So what's his number this time?
456.
Yeah, that's what I think. 456 this time. 456.
You know, I'm normally not one to celebrate company logos, but
let's just
in the stairs was pretty cool. So I'll give him
let's just talk. I thought so too. I thought this was a really sweet animation. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's cool animation.
You know, how much did that cost you, Netflix? It was well done.
People are back.
여러분들은 매 게임이 끝날 때마다 투표를 통해 그때까지 적립된 상금을 가지고
A game from the first one.
저건 뭐야?
That guy looks like a guy from the first season, but I doubt it is.
And I do, after thinking about it, I wasn't sure. Oh, yeah. I imagine there will be one. Honestly, I do imagine there's one returning outside of him just because it's a sequel, right? So that somehow,
there's gotta be
some way,
other,
there will be somebody that we've seen before that'll be in these games. But I do like that they went with red light, green light as the game that they showed, James, because like we all know this one. So it's not really ruining anything. And if for some reason you're just stumbling across this and you didn't watch season 1, it's still going to be pretty, it's going to get your attention. So I don't mind this at all.
I agree.
Hold!
뭐야?
너한테 벌이 앉았어.
And
찍었어.
trying to catch it. She did. She gone.
Bang! Pow pow.
She did. And then all hell breaks loose. So it's interesting. I think the shtick this time is you can choose to stay or leave, right?
Yeah, and majority rules, I guess.
Yep. You couldn't do that in the first one, right?
They did it one time.
One time?
Because if you remember the old man who was running the game, it came down to him. Spoiler alert. We didn't know this at the time. We just thought he was an old man, and it was and it was down to him to be the deciding vote. So they did do one vote at one point in season 1, but this is new. This idea, because they even had the same button, you know, you press the stay or go.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
But now this seems to be a new layer where they have this vote at the end of every competition. So I do imagine we'll see a lot more of the infighting and the different cliques as people try to each round make their case for let's all just split the money, because each round more people are going to pass away, so that share gets bigger and bigger each time.
Yep.
지금 이러면 안 됩니다. 지금 당장 여기서 나가야 됩니다.
It's interesting that I want to know why he went back. That's what What is the reason for?
And I
coming
want to know
back?
why they're letting him back, because there's no way with this level
They would know who
of
it was, right?
surveillance, like, you're not going to recognize the guy who won
Yeah.
last year's event. Are you kidding me? Wasn't even a full year. I can't remember how much time it was. But yeah, this guy has won. He's one of the recent winners, and you're not going to recognize him.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's dumb enough to, well, I imagine it gets built up over several episodes before he finally loses his shit and screams out so everyone can hear that he's
Yeah.
played the games before, because that's going to put him in a spot where, again, we see it at one point. Yeah, right there. Do you work
Yep.
for these guys? Yep.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, somebody asked, do you work for these guys?
Oh, right there.
Yep.
You work for these guys?
And I am just assuming that that's something they're asking our main character, because who else would? Unless maybe they do have some plants in the game again this time. Maybe it's not the boss. Maybe.
Good, yeah.
이러다 정말 다 죽어요.
그런 놈이 여길 왜 다시 기어들어와? 한 판 더.
Is this guy in the first?
Yeah, I think that was the guy who was wearing the mask, right? The guy who was doing all the talking.
Yeah.
Who's
So he's
his
a
brother.
Yeah,
His brother was
overseer, whatever it
the
is, yeah.
yeah.
I haven't seen it so long. I should have watched a recap.
There's an
Actually, right
interesting
there.
subplot between this guy and his. Remember, there was that. I can't remember if he was a cop or whatever. That guy from the outside who tried to sneak in.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that whole situation. So that, when I say that I didn't feel that there was any more story to be told, I definitely mean that for our main character, who I want to keep calling Soul because of the damn actor.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there, at least I get seeing this character come back. That gives me hope that the one storyline that I felt like wasn't actually completely buttoned up from season 1, that they will continue it. So that's another bonus point for me. This guy did a great job in season 1. If you haven't seen it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. One more game. Oh, the pig's back. Buffer pig. A lot of just cutaways. Oh, what do we got here? So this is interesting. Looks like we have a SWAT team trying to find the game, right? Okay, this is not the game. We got them trying to find it and end it. Possibly.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
I wonder if our boy Soul is a mole to try to get them to find the game, to help them track it down.
That could be it. The other option, at least going off what we know, could be the subplot I was just telling you about, where that guy got shot, I think, off the side of the cliff, and he was trying to bring down the game. So maybe he survived that fall, and sends these guys. But also that would be a pretty fulfilling reason, I would think, for why Soul would come back, if he believes, hey, the cavalry's coming, I just got to stay alive long enough for them to get here. Okay.
I can get behind that.
Same. It makes a little more sense.
I could get behind that. Then you get him here. This is the same guy from that scene. He looks like he's at a terminal in the game.
I'm
in.
in.
They probably find their way in.
We've hacked into the mainframe. Gotta love
Squid Game. Season 2.
Scared. I'm so scared. Heavy breathing to finish it off.
Right. There it is, Kev. Squid Game Season 2 preview review. Kev, the name of the game? Have to give it a review. What are you thinking, bud? How you feeling?
This one was not as good as the last one. I thought the last one accomplished more with maybe even a shorter run time.
Yeah, I think it was.
Wasn't a bad trailer, but it didn't knock my socks off. If it hadn't been, like, if this one had come out first, I might not have felt that same draw of, oh, I really want to go watch this again. So I think it was an adequate trailer. I think it was solid, and therefore I don't want to give it anything below like a 6.5. So we're going to give it a 7 because I think it was just decent. That was it. It got the job done. It didn't set the world on fire, and unfortunately, it had a tough act to follow. So there we go, a 7 for me, James.
I'm going to say a 7.5. Like I think with you, just average. Like I'm not more excited. I'm not less excited. Just same. You know, they showed the game stuff, which we already know. I almost would rather see more about that squad. What are they doing there? Why do you go back? Maybe hint at it a little bit, and less of the games. We know what the games are, you know. So I'm just 7.5 for me. Just okay.
Yeah, just all right. Not too good, not too bad.
Yep.
I have a feeling it may be a good barometer for how this season will turn out.
Yeah,
it's probably how I'm going to feel when it's all said and done.
We'll see.
But
Yeah, we'll see. Kev, outside of all our preview reviews we've done recently that you've done, I've joined some. Where can the fine folks find you at?
Make sure you have that notification bell turned on right here because, as James mentioned, we're doing a lot more of these, doing some other one-take videos and one-off streams as well. So he'll let you know about the regularly scheduled stuff, but the only way to make sure you don't miss anything is to have that notification bell turned on once you've subscribed. Other than that, Bite Size Sports on Thursday evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern. We talk NBA and the NFL, and you can find me talking through all of the action in the Ohio combat sports world, boxing, MMA, kickboxing for Carnage Media pay-per-view. Follow us everywhere, including YouTube, at Carnage Media PPV. James,
check them out, folks. Check them out.
Thank you again for teaming up with me. 2 eggs are better than one, as they say. Where else can the lovely dweebs find both of us together at the same time?
Catch our live shows Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern on the Weekly Dweeb, where we talk our favorite entertainment stories from the past week. And then on Wednesdays at 9 p.m., talking Star Wars on Han Shot First, where we are currently working our way through Star Wars Rebels because Kev has never watched it before. Please check us out there. Like, subscribe, share. We're at 145 and climbing, folks. Come on down for the fun. And as Kev said, hit that bell so you get all the notifications of when we go live. Is that a Crocodile Sweatpants mug?
Alligator Sweatpants.
Hell yeah.
Buy my book.
Kev has wrote a book. He is an author. He's a musician. He's done it all. That's awesome. So thank you guys for watching. This is Preview Review. Until next time.